Power Rangers, released in the United Kingdom on the 24th of March 2017, will go down in history. Not for box office reasons, or Oscars, or Razzies won, but because Power Rangers of all things, not Marvel, not DC, has become the first superhero film in history to feature not just an autistic superhero in RJ Cyler's Blue Ranger Billy, but also to feature an openly and explicitly gay character in Becky G's Yellow Ranger Trini. Sadly, these milestones seem to have gone completely unnoticed in the inexplicable feeding frenzy over the character of LeFou in Beauty and the Beast. And to be honest, that was pretty much the only positive thing that I expected to say about this film. Despite being a massive Power Rangers fan in my youth, not only does the show seem to have aged about as well as the mullet, the song Simon Cowell had released in 1994 made it only to number 3 in the UK charts, and both previous films have spent significant amount of time in IMDb's bottom 100. And then you get to this film, which had all the signs of being this year's Fan 4 stick. A dark and gritty reboot of something previously bright and colourful. No real names other than Bryan Cranston, who's basically playing a cameo as a face in a wall. A budget that ballooned from a cheeky punt of $35 million to well over $100 million. As well as being originally scheduled for release on July 22, 2016, Lionsgate delayed the release to January 2017 to allow the film room to grow. The date was pushed again to March 24, 2017. So I went in with a heavy heart to watch a film that I was certain would be an unwatchable, bloated mess, and I have never been so happy to be proven wrong. Watching the Zords charge across the screen to the soundtrack screaming "Go Go Power Rangers" for a battle with Goldar that almost but not quite lives up to Pacific Rim is everything my inner 10-year-old wanted. It truly did feel like an episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the big screen, because it was only 25 minutes long. In order to get to that scene, you have to slog through an hour and a half of an unholy blending of Green Lantern and the Breakfast Club with far too much of one and not enough of the other. Yeah, a film that should be a short and punchy 90 minutes is instead a bloated 2 hours for no real reason that I could see. And it's also a 12A in the same way that The Dark Knight was a 12A, with some scenes far too scary for the young people seated directly behind me, and with some removed by very unimpressed looking parents. But get through the sludge and you do get the Power Rangers fight you always wanted to see. Unfortunately though, the originally limited budget seems to have meant there was no money to hire a lighting guy, so about half the scenes are pretty much pitch dark, and for the half that aren't, the camera guy seems to be so obsessed with spinning the camera around like he's on a roundabout. And it's nice when films open about jokes about bestiality. Makes the dads feel they made the right choice over Beauty and the Beast. Look, get through the first 90 minutes and you'll get the Power Rangers episode you always wanted. The cast have good chemistry and are more developed than the Rangers of my youth, but trimming 30 minutes wouldn't have hurt. And do please bear in mind that this film is 12A for a reason, again until the last 30 minutes, and you will have a good time. But what did you guys think? And what has been the film adaptation that has surprised you the most, either good or bad? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been A Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.